Welcome back to Your Morning Calgary. A well-known Calgary realtor has now added a new title to her name, children's book author. Tanya Eklund joins me now to tell me more about her debut story, I'm More Than Just a Warthog. Good morning, Tanya.
Good morning, Gina.
Tell me about this story and just how it all came together.
Well, growing up, my dad would tell me these Jungle Book stories to help me fall asleep. And later on in life, I have two daughters, and I would do the same. And so they loved these stories. And one day I said, you know what, I should put them into a book for you guys. And they would probably hold me accountable every few months and ask me how my book was going, even though I hadn't even started it.
Okay.
And then a happenstance was I met my editor, Denise Summers, at an event, and it just one thing kind of led to another, and she was very convincing that I should put these stories into a compilation of books. And I wanted it to be not just a legacy for my daughters, but I wanted there to be a story behind it.
Yeah, and that brings me to my next question, because the timing of this, when we're chatting right now, it's actually Bullying Awareness and Prevention Week here in Calgary. And that's a big theme in the story here as well.
It is, yes. So Wanda is a warthog, and warthogs have fangs and wiry fur, and they're not super attractive. You wouldn't think of a warthog as cute. And so it's about Wanda's story of finding her voice when she has been bullied throughout school, and finding camaraderie with other animals and kids in her class. And these stories are very near and dear to me because of bullying that I went through in junior high and high school. That was really difficult for me. And I think some people, you know, they'll be like, well, you went through bullying. How is that possible? It doesn't matter who you are. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Bullying can touch anybody at any age, adults, children. And so I really think that this book will even resonate with parents who have maybe gone through that in the workforce. And as a mother now to daughters, it's just a story that I really wanted to kind of get out there.
And I want to say too, I looked at the illustrations, which are beautiful in this, and Wanda is the cutest warthog I have ever seen. And yeah, like you mentioned there, you want this to be a tool for adults as well, who might have children or people in their lives that are dealing with bullying.
Yes, and I oftentimes say it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And you hope that it doesn't happen to your children. I can only imagine now, looking back, on how hard that was, specifically for my mom. I would come home crying, and as a parent, my heart just breaks. And so if this story could lift any spirits and educate any kids and parents, then that is really the meaning of why that I wrote this book.
Excellent. Well, I understand you had a bit of a book signing this past weekend.
I did, yes.
Went super well. Where can people find copies of this book?
Yes, so people locally can find it at the Owl's Nest, or for ease, they can also go to Amazon, and you will find it there. And yeah, it's just it's a really special book to me.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us about it. And congrats, by the way.
Thanks,
this is a
Gina.
huge accomplishment.
Thank you so much.
And like Tanya mentioned, you can find I'm More Than Just a Warthog here locally at Owl's Nest Books, and you can also buy it online on Amazon.